Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm not only going to show you this original XWGT, but I'm going to try and show you some of the detailing processes that we did on this car. So stay tuned and check it out. So today it is a XWGT and it's an original car. It's a candy apple red, as you can see, with the gold stripe. And yeah, it's actually one best maintained at one of the nationals, which is, you can see the car is still showing signs of its originality. It's probably been sort of touched up or maintained in places, which is but it's still keeping with its originality, which is good. So for my part, we didn't go into real depth on this car like it was a concourse detail, but we wanted to, attack areas where we can, obviously improve the shine of the paint where we can, and probably more on this car, we focused a bit more on the interior, and that's only because it's obviously the interior is original. So the objective was to maybe strip back some of the oils and grease and grime on the seats, and door trims and just all that, and try and get rid of all that sort of stuff, and then give that some protection. So the vinyl and the plastics can maintain or stay maintained and for a lot longer. So because obviously it is original, the interior is original, so it's important to treat those things for their longevity. So we'll try and show you that in this video. I also spend a lot of time on the top of these cards, and I'll show you the reason right here. And for those of you who have been watching the channel or my socials, you know we've done a lot of XWs, and one of the common problems with these sort of cars is a lot of people use this area here as their workbench. So there's always tools, and they put those magnetic protectors on there, which do protect but can also cause damage, and quite commonly we see a lot of damage on the top of these guards here. So I've done a lot of these cars, as you guys might know. So I always, the rest of it, this guard, this area here might be nice, but the top of here might need more work. So we'll just show you a couple of different stages. We'll obviously go a bit harder on the top here. So we'll go to a coarse pad and a coarse compound to try and dig in and get some of those scratches out. I'll try and show you as best as we can. And then, we'll go to a more of a finishing, compound, and maybe a medium pad. And then just with this one here, we'll probably go with, a finishing compound and a finishing pad as well. So, we'll try to run you through those 3 stages, and you'll notice, I'll use the rotary on here because there's a curve, on this guard. So I find that works the best, especially for efficiency and trying to get it done quicker and finished off nice as well. This paint's by no means perfect, so we're not trying to achieve flawless, paintwork on this car. It's a very, even though it's been resprayed, it's probably a really old respray, so we've got to be quite careful as well. There's already, you can see there's already, see-through bits on the top of this corner, which is quite common if it's quite seasoned. So we're already noticing that it's see-through, so that means we've got to be careful. But at the same time, to give it the most impact, visually, we're going to try and cut as much as we can out of the top of this guard, and then just refine it down. So, overall it looks better. Cheers. So yeah, we've got a nice original interior in this XW here. So I'm going to put in cleaning the seats here and the store trim here. We'll splice it in here. And so yeah, keep watching to see how we did that. and we'll show you a few more things on the outside as well. Guys, so today I'm going to show you how we clean 54-year-old vinyl. This obviously is original interior, so the vinyl is obviously quite delicate. It's very hard in some places, but it also has, you know, this shine to it too, probably from years of product and just general wear and tear and oils and stuff from clothes and skin. So this is a bit more of a delicate process. We don't just use harsh cleaners, try and get that out, because it can really just stain the vinyl and you know, etch into it if you're not careful. So I like to use more cleaners for this type of vinyl, for these seats. Swiss Wax does a product called Plastic Wash, so it's more, this is made specifically for this sort of type of stuff, and it's obviously a little bit more gentle. So yeah, so we're gonna show you that. I've just done a tape line here, so we can sort of so I haven't done anything on this seat yet, so we'll clean it first, and then I'll show you how we protect it as well. So what I'm using, so I've got the Plastic Wash. I'm going to use the tips of their soft decal brush. So we're just gonna sort of spray and cover the area that we're gonna clean. And I don't know if you see these ribbed areas here. We've already vacuumed in there, but we want to sort of flick any leftover dirt out of that as well while we're here, and then we can vacuum it up later. But this is basically just to get in all these little grooves and nooks and crannies through the stitching. See a bit of there. Alright, then we're just going to take a damp cloth. I'll use a cleaner side so we can sort of see what we're cleaning. So it's reasonably clean there. And just sort of light wiping, trying to get the microfibers in these grooves as well, and trying to flick anything out. So you can sort of see the dirt we fell off there. That's wet, and we're just going to use a dry one. So you can see the difference. More you can see it obviously at the top here and down the bottom here, where we sort of drew the line in the middle here. I noticed on this side here and the opposing side, it was still a lot shiny. Obviously, you know, that's wear and tear, and it's almost like buffed itself into a shine just from rubbing over the years. So I just tried the little scrub ninja with the same with the Plastic Wash, just to see if we can just knock that shine off and any more dirt. So we've got it to a point where there's obviously nothing more coming out of it. So what we've got here is raw and what it truly is. And now you can see, obviously, going back over that, you can see it's almost you know, a matte finish now on the seats, which is natural, and obviously it's unprotected. So the next step is obviously to protect it. And with it doesn't matter whether I'm doing sort of this sort of style, like restoration work or new stuff, I always like to use more of a matte finish on dashes and vinyls and stuff like that, not to give it that really glossy sort of look. It almost looks you know, like you're doing a pre-sale for a dealership. So I'll just jump over here, and again we're going to stick with the Swiss Wax stuff, and Davon's got protection matte, and we're going to use that, and we'll find that is once that dries, it will still put a sheen on here, but it's not going to be really glossy, and none of that, it doesn't transfer. You know, it's not sticky, and it just dries up. It doesn't stay sort of wet. So this is a pretty, I'll grab my claw there too. This one's a pretty just basic. I'll show you a little bit. These come as like a full sponge. I just cut mine in half, and just to make small ones. And we're just going to, we can see it on there, yeah. I'm just going to sort of rub it in, and it looks a bit shiny at the moment while it's still wet. And as you can see, a little bit goes quite a fair way, especially when you're doing this sort of plastics and vinyl. So I like to just keep going over it, and so it doesn't dry and it doesn't leave any sort of circular marks or streak marks. So I'll just keep going over it, but always keep it nice and sort of just before it's about to dry. Right now, I'll just grab a clean towel and just balance. You can sort of see it's like just a nice natural looking sheen, nothing too glossy or protected. You can see nothing, nice and dry. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful. That's how I clean and protect, 50-year-old or 54-year-old vinyl and plastics. Thanks guys, stay tuned for some more. So have a sort of unrestored engine bay in here. So not much I did in there. Just maybe restore treat the rubbers and seals and just a general clean. But yeah, it's still looking pretty standard and pretty untouched, to be honest. One of the things I really love about these old sort of cars, unrestored ones specifically, is, especially from the 70s, 60s, they've got so many Ks or miles on them, but whenever you get in to start them, it's like a light switch. So I hope this doesn't let me down now, but it's obviously been sitting for about 2 or 3 days. I did start it to move it here, but it was a cold start, and it literally started first click, so I'm hoping it does the same thing now. But yeah, this is what I love. So like that, but just purrs like a kitten straight off. No turning over, no nothing. I'm gonna pump my car like 4 or 5 times, get the oil pressure up, and then maybe it will start. Maybe it'll splutter or something. But just listen to that first kick, beautiful. Some of the old Holdens do the same thing, love it. Just one click, straight on. So we'll take it for a walk around it.